Everyone, Justin with Procore Start. Today, I want to talk about how artificial intelligence is going to displace many of the professionals' jobs in this country, honestly, in the world in the next 3 to 5 years. If you haven't been keeping up with AI, I don't really know where you've been, but I would be very concerned if I was a certain kind of professional right now. AI is going to displace many people's jobs over the next 3 to 5 years, and especially a lot of professionals. We were taught in school, we were led to believe that if we got a STEM degree, science, technology, medicine, healthcare, engineering, etc., that we were going to have a safe job for the long term. But the problem is that AI is computer based, right? And so it is algorithm based, it's protocol based, it's mathematical based. And the problem with that is that it is easy to use AI to replace highly technical jobs that are based in science, mathematics, protocols, algorithms, etc. Okay? So, if you're a lawyer right now, I would be very concerned about my job in the next 3 to 5 years, especially in the next 10 years. You can use AI to draft just about any kind of contract that you want. And the features of it now, like it's pretty good. Imagine what it's going to be like in 3 to 5 years from now. AI is essentially doubling in power every 6 months. Okay. So in 3 to 5 years, imagine what it's going to be able to do, right? Paralegals who do a lot of legal research and that sort of a thing. I mean, why would you use them anymore? You can just use ChatGPT, Gemini, Claude. You can use these learning tools, these AI tools to do all the legal research for you. And the problem is that, how many lawyers out there, how much of your business is based off of mostly just kind of, contractual sort of things that can be easily replaced. Like you could just create a divorce agreement, using ChatGPT. You can use it to create prenuptial agreements. Like it is pulling data from the internet online of ironclad prenups, and it's just going to basically reframe it to be specific to your needs. So if I was a lawyer, I would be concerned, especially in the next 3 to 5 years, especially in 10 years. Accountants, that can be completely automated, like totally automated. It's just math. It's just utilizing IRS rules and inputting data into QuickBooks and certain things like that. I mean, there's a lot more to your job than that. Yes, there is. Same thing with the lawyers. But a lot of that day-to-day stuff that basically pays the bills can completely be automated. Engineers, engineers, so much of that can be automated now using AI. I mean, so much of that can be automated. I mean, I have a friend who's an engineer, and he is using just ChatGPT basically to basically proofread everything that he's doing, to run the math and everything. And he's just like, this thing is more accurate than I am. Like, I trust this more than I trust myself. Just imagine what those tools are going to look like in the next 3 to 5 years. If you're in healthcare, your job isn't safe. The healthcare in the United States, the healthcare system is very profit driven, right? And if hospitals and healthcare organizations can use AI tools to automate things and to decrease their payroll expenses, you better damn believe they're going to, if they're allowed to from a regulatory standpoint, right? Like a pharmacist, for example, I've been reading some stuff online about some of the tools and some of the robotics and some of these things that are coming to pharmacy in the next just couple years. AI can completely do a pharmacist's job. It can run all the drug interactions. It can do all of that. There could be machines and robotics that can, dispense medications and things like that. Like, if I was a pharmacist right now, I would be concerned. I was listening to a podcast the other day, and there are some tools coming in right now with anesthesiology, where there can literally set up a machine that is AI driven to essentially provide the anesthetic to a patient going through surgery. It understands all the protocols. It can adjust the medications. It can do all this stuff better than an anesthesiologist or a CRNA can do. Like, these changes are going to happen, everybody. If you are a professional listening to my voice right now, I would be concerned, okay? If your job is very people driven, you have to interact with humans, it's very opinion driven, that sort of a thing, I don't think I'd be too worried about it. But if your job is very data driven, very protocol driven, very algorithm driven, very rule driven, I would be concerned, okay? Because a lot of what you do is going to become automated with AI in the next 3 to 5 years, okay? Get your head out of the sand. It's going to come, okay? It's going to happen. It's already displacing a lot of people's jobs. I have a buddy who has friends who are in video production, digital marketing spaces, graphic design, etc., and they are literally doing nothing now. Like, they're doing nothing. They're concerned about their job. They're not getting contracts anymore because all of that can be completely automated now using AI. Like, I can create a movie right now. I could literally go to Google and use the VO3, and I can create a movie by myself. I can create an entire TV series by myself, okay? So these changes are going to come. So you have two options, as far as I'm concerned. If you are a professional, you have two options, and two options only. Use AI now and get very good at it, okay? Become very, very efficient with it so it makes you more efficient, all right? If you are a professional listening to my voice right now, lawyer, doctor, engineer, accountant, realtor, it doesn't matter. Any kind of professional who uses, specialized knowledge. If you are not utilizing artificial intelligence right now, you are going to be in trouble because your younger counterparts are using AI, okay? They are. I'm using AI all the time as a nurse practitioner, and other nurse practitioners that I know, doctors that I know, PAs are using AI, and it makes them a hell of a lot more efficient. Like I said, I know engineers that are using it. I know lawyers that are using it. If you're not using it right now, you are going to be way behind the curve, okay? So that's one option. So if you're a professional, you need to be utilizing artificial intelligence, okay? You need to be using AI tools to your advantage to be more efficient, because if you're not, you are going to be left in the dust, literally, okay? Or number two is make as much money as you possibly can in the next 3 to 5 years so you don't have to worry about it, all right? That's kind of where I'm at right now, thank God. Like, I am very, very fortunate. I was able to, build a business that basically gave me an 8-figure net worth. And so I'm not too concerned about it. It's not going to really affect me that much. I was listening to an AI expert, and he was saying that many professions out there, you have about 3 to 5 years left before AI completely displaces your job, completely displaces your profession, especially if you're in a non-regulated profession. AI is going to disrupt it, okay? The consumer is going to go to the cheapest option available. All right. You might be the best accountant in the world. You might be the best lawyer in the world. You might be the best doctor in the world, the best engineer, the best architect, whatever you may be. Okay. But at the end of the day, it comes down to this. It's going to come down to money, and the consumer is going to go to the cheapest option, and the cheapest option are going to be AI driven tools. Okay. If a business can use an AI accounting firm, basically, or some AI software, within accounting. If a business can use that to do all their books and to do their taxes for a fraction of the cost of an accountant, they're going to do that. All right. Lawyers, I haven't used a lawyer in 2 or 3 years. I just haven't. I use ChatGPT to draft all my contracts. I got divorced, and I had it draft my divorce agreement. And I ran it by my divorce attorney, and he looked at it, and he just looked at me, and he was like, "This is a remarkable document." He's like, "Where'd you get this?" I was like, ChatGPT. Yeah, okay. You know how much money that saved me? That saved me like $10,000. I just had to pay this lawyer $500 just to review it for me, and he barely made any changes at all. This is the reality of it, guys. All right, I would be very, very concerned. You have 3 to 5 years, basically, to make as much money as you possibly can. All right. And the way you do that is starting a business, and you make as much money as you possibly can over the next 3 to 5 years. That way you don't have to worry about it. All right. Obviously I am biased to online course businesses. I mean, that's what I teach through ProCourse Start. I teach people how to start their own enterprise level, profession focused course business, continuing education business. Okay. These businesses aren't going to go anywhere anytime soon, okay? Yeah, AI will displace this at some point, probably in the next 5 to 10 years. But right now you can use AI to become really efficient as a course business entrepreneur, okay? So you could use AI tools to streamline your course business and be very efficient and very profitable in a very short amount of time. Starting an online course business, you can generate 7 to 8 figure wealth in 3 to 5 years. You really can. I mean, that's what I teach in the Pro Course Start Blueprint, procoursestart.com. This is what I talk about. This is what I teach, okay? So like I said, I'm biased to it, and I'm obviously telling you that you should start an online course business if you're a professional, because you have knowledge up here, you have information, leverage it now while you can, and make as much money as you possibly can right now, because many of you, your jobs are going to be displaced in the future. AI is coming. There is no way around it. There's nothing you can do about it. Like, it's going to come, and it is going to displace a lot of jobs. And you are a professional, you are highly trained, and unfortunately, AI can probably do your job better than you. That is just the reality of it. And I'm not trying to be offensive or anything like that. I am just giving you the facts, okay? They've done studies where they did studies with doctors. I'm not too sure what kind of doctor it was. And there was basically 3 groups. One group was just the doctor. One group was a doctor using AI, and then just AI. And they were seeing which ones were the most, who was the most accurate in terms of diagnosing a disease, okay? The doctors were like, it's like 70, don't quote me on this. It was like 72% accurate doctors were. Doctors using AI were like 75% accurate because they let their bias affect their, decisions. AI was like 99%. 99% accurate. You better believe that is going to change how medicine is, done in the next few years. So anyways, that's your 2 options as far as I'm concerned, okay? If you are a very, very people-oriented profession, then by all means leverage that and continue to build relationships with your clients, with your patients, etc., because the human element will never go away. That will always be here. So, so you should be okay, but you better be using AI to make yourself more efficient and more cost-effective, because if you aren't, there's competitors out there that are going to be, okay? And again, if you want to develop a passive income stream, something that you can make money 24/7, build an online course business, leverage the knowledge and information that you have in your head, and build a course business that leverages your information that you could monetize and build a passive income stream. And that's what I teach at Pro Course Start. So anyways, I'm not trying to scare everyone, but I'm just giving you the hard facts. This is the reality of what's coming with artificial intelligence and displacing many professionals out there. So I wish you the best of luck. If anyone has any questions, comment, shoot me an email, justin@procoursestart.com. All right, thanks. Bye.